What's up, guys? America. Today I'm reviewing Lil Uzi Vert's new album, Pink Tape. Uzi's long awaited and highly anticipated album has finally arrived, and it's ambitious to say the least. Over the last few years, it sounds like Uzi has been trying to cross over melodic trap, psychedelic sound with heavy metal and rage music, which is very similar to Playboi Carti, and the track list is filled with all those kinds of song attempts. So for the experimental swings on here, there are some hits and some misses. I love a song like Nakamura where he samples that WWE theme song. It has these infectious violin strings, and it just feels like a live stadium anthem. I also really like the heavy metal guitar riffs on Suicide Doors, and I thought Werewolf was a solid heavy metal track too. Although I don't share the same feeling about the heavily distorted outro track, The End. And on both those tracks, it sounds like it's the bands featuring Lil Uzi. They just sound very misplaced. In fact, my biggest gripe with this album is how bloated it is on a couple levels. It's got some experimental and filler tracks throughout this hour-and-a-half runtime, and the placement of the songs feel thrown together too. I mean, you could play this album on shuffle and still wouldn't make much of a difference. The I'm Blue interpolation on Endless Fashion was also a big miss too, even for Nicki Minaj and her verse. As for the song CS, I'll just say it, it's a bad cover. But I guess a silver lining to it is that it may attract a new audience to check out and listen to System of a Down. So while I appreciate Uzi's enthusiasm, wanting to have fun and experiment with other genres that he loves, the execution could have been a lot better. There's also a share of tracks on here that sound more like old Prime Uzi that could have been on Love is Rage, like the banger that is Flooded the Face, All Alone, Pluto to Mars, or even on Rehab where he actually raps about something real and talks about his experience in rehab. Uzi's performance varies throughout the album. Very energetic, no doubt, but tends to overdo the whole rage thing. Especially when he's doing these angry, demonic growls on songs like Amped. It sounds like if a gargoyle had came to life and had diarrhea. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating. But when Uzi sticks to his guns sonically and vocally, that's when it works the best and really sticks with you. So on this album, the highs are high, but the lows are low. So I take all those dynamic elements, take the chaos, take some LSD, and throw it all in a blender, and I end up with the score. It is definitely an interesting listening experience, but not the most pleasant one, especially if you're trying to listen to this from front to back. My favorite songs are Flooded the Face, Died and Came Back, Nakamura, Rehab, and Zoom. These are my thoughts. Stay blessed.